Hello, welcome to today's session. I I am really sick. I learn and teach Buddhism in purelandschool.com. And last time, in my last video, I explained um, some parable or metaphor using maths and calculator. So I basically said that Shakyamuni Buddha, the historical Buddha here on earth, came and taught maths in order to then teach how to use the calculator. But this was not very clearly understood by someone or someone who watched my video, so I'm going to explain again. But before I do that, I need you to know that, well, two things. Um, if you have been watching my videos constantly, you may have already realized that there are some common points or some kind of like repeating story, and this is okay. It's not like you need to learn something new each time, or if you are starting to watch one of my videos or something, or any way of listening to Buddhism, for example, reading a sutra or a book, whatever, and if you find something that you already know or you think you understood already, it's not necessary for you to continue on reading or watching a video. This is a mistake, because in order to attain true happiness or enlightenment, one has to continue listening to the same story. It's okay. You need to let go of that mind of wanting to learn something new each time. Furthermore, it's more like deepening the understanding of the story you already understand at some level. There will be a point that you will deeply understand in a way that you cannot imagine, and this is enlightenment. This is finding the truth, or this is attaining true happiness. Many names. So that's important. So if you watched my previous video and you already understood, it's okay. It's good. You are supposed to listen to that again. Okay. The other point I want to talk about this, about repeating story or listening constantly to Buddhism, is that in the past, I'm not doing it that anymore. I'm not so much, but I used to say at the end of my videos that it's a good idea to watch my previous videos, because every time I make videos, there's like this snowball, right? And there's this list on YouTube that you will find all of my videos. So the more time passes, more videos are available. And some people start watching my videos, for example, now, and they have many videos that they can watch. But the problem with encouraging them to watch my previous videos is that they may feel like some kind of pressure or to watch them all, because this snowball is growing more and more, and that's not good. So in that case, it would be better not to try to do it. I mean, yeah, and just continue on watching the videos from now on. Of course, it's good if you feel like going back to any video and watch it. Even if you stop it and you want to watch another one, it's fine. Everything is okay. So don't put yourself under pressure about, oh, when will I have time to watch all those videos? Don't try not to have this mind. Just keep on listening to Buddhism the way it's easier for you. So that being said, I'm going to explain again the parable of the calculator or the metaphor. So Shakyamuni Buddha, the historical Buddha here on earth, he taught during 45 years something that we call Buddhism, the teachings of Buddha, because he was a Buddha, or he is a Buddha. There are many Buddhas in the universe, and the teachings is always the same. He is the one who came here to teach. And for a very long time, he taught that the cause of our suffering, or something that torments us and prevents us to be happy, is something called blind passions. And blind passions means let's say some kind of like emotions in a way. For example, anger, desire, jealousy, hatred. These strong emotions, when we are under this mindset of, for example, wanting something. Let's get into that example. You really, really, really want something. deep inside you, you feel that you are lacking something and that you will be happy by getting that you don't have. So you are suffering at the moment you are desiring something. And when you have that something, you feel satisfaction. And you learn that, and you conclude that you will become happier and happier by satisfying yourself more and more, basically following your desires. But Buddhism teaches that it's not like that. If we follow our desires endlessly, we will never be happy. There will be always more and more things that we will want. So desire itself is something that torments you and prevents you from true peace of mind. So that's one. The other one, of course, anger. No one is happy when he's angry, right? Or jealousy or hatred when you see someone you don't like becoming somehow happier. Um, you may you are not happy because you want to be happy, not that guy, not that person. So all these blind passions are constantly tormenting us. We are always under one of these, and there is more, but these are the most important ones: the desire, anger, jealousy, hatred. So for 45 years he taught Buddhism, and Buddhism in the original path or the original way was to cast away or to be liberated from these blind passions, and this is through the way. And the way in Buddhism is a system or a summary of practices. These are called ascetic practices that you go on doing until you are liberated from these. And one of these is meditation. In modern times, meditation has changed into different ways and applied for different things like mindfulness and others like that. So, but originally meditation was to attain enlightenment, to attain true happiness. And other practices like basically try to imagine you want to get rid of desire, right? Sorry. So you go up to the mountain with other people who want the same. You walk the land. You are not pursuing money or any material possessions. You are on the spiritual path. But this is really, really hard to do. And Shakyamuni explained the way to do it for us to, I'm very sorry, for us to try to do it, but not for actually doing it, because it's impossible. For human beings, it is impossible to attain enlightenment by that way. But he still taught that. But so why? Why would he teach something that we cannot do? He taught for 45 years Buddhism, and he always talked about blind passions as the cause of suffering. But at the conclusion of Buddhism that you will find, most importantly in one sutra, which is the larger Sutra of Infinite Life, which also contains a summary of the whole teachings of Buddhism, you will find that the true cause of suffering is not blind passions, it is the dark mind. And the dark mind is the mind who is ignorant about the afterlife. When you don't know, when you are alive and you don't know what will happen to you after you die, after this lifetime, you cannot be happy if you have this mind, because this is the sustainment for anxiety, like hurry, like to be in a rush, in a constant seeking and not finding. This is the dark mind. When your mind is cleared up, when you attain enlightenment and you know what will happen to you exactly after you die, the rest of the time you have here on earth as a human being, it can be like more enjoyable, even though things will happen like good and bad. You know how your life will continue on, and that's attaining true peace of mind. So this there are all the two sutras that talks about the solution to our blind passions, or our to find happiness, which is through the power of the primal vow, by Amida Buddha. So Amida Buddha is the master of all Buddhas, and his name is mentioned when, like an explanation of how he can help us to attain enlightenment as we are, without having to get rid of desire or doing anything like that, just to directly attain enlightenment, is through his power, or other power, also called other power. And you can find these three sutras, also called the three Pure Land Sutras, from Pure Land Buddhism. And these are, of course, the largest sutra of infinite life, more importantly, Amitabha Sutra, and the Contemplation Sutra, or Meditation Sutra. So, again, to understand this parable, I said that he came and taught maths in order to teach how to use the calculator, right? So what do I mean by that? Imagine you know maths, okay? You finish school, you know like multiplication, all of that. And you know it helps, right? To daily life and stuff. So you go to a town where no one knows any maths. So you need to teach them. But you know that there is this calculator, right? But you cannot just teach them how to use the calculator directly, and explaining the power of the primal vow, or how to attain enlightenment directly, without teaching the basics of Buddhism, or without teaching the basics of maths. You cannot just teach them like, this button is for, when you want to say, for example, 2 plus 2, you use this, but they don't understand abstractly what that symbol means. So you need to teach from the beginning maths, pen and paper, for a while, until they understand, and in their mind they understand the basics of maths, and then you can teach the calculator. So in the same way, Shakyamuni Buddha taught the importance of blind passions and how they make us suffer, and that we should get rid of them. But then he taught that we actually cannot, we human beings cannot attain enlightenment by ascetic practices. And what we have to do is to trust or entrust ourselves to the power of the primal vow of Amida Buddha, the master of all Buddhas. So this is the parable. I hope this is better understood now. Yeah, that's all for today. I made a long video. I'm sorry I'm a little sick. I hope to see you next time. Take care.